Hi, I'm Stefan Grobe, and I cover US elections for Euronews since 1996. We're right now exactly 1 week from Election Day, and many people ask me, who is going to win? Well, that is the multi-million-dollar question that nobody can answer right now, but I want to give you some ideas. First of all, you might have heard that the polls are very close. Some people say it's a toss-up. Some people say it's a photo finish. And one small movement in one state can make all the difference. One small movement in one county in one state, in one city, in one county, in one state can make all the difference. So where are we right now? If you look at the numbers, that's not always the precise picture that we want to have. There's something more beyond the numbers, and that is what I call the vibes. Let's talk a little about vibology. Who has the vibes here a week from Election Day? And clearly, this is former President Donald Trump. He has the vibe. There's a pro-Trump vibe in the air. It's hardly measurable in terms of numbers, but there are certain things that lead us to believe that he might have the upper hand. Vibes are gut feelings. And my gut feeling right now is, if I had to put money on a candidate, I would rather put it on Donald Trump. Why is that so? Well, first of all, the polls have tightened. Throughout the summer and the early fall, Kamala Harris was in the lead. Not a big substantial lead, but a small but consistent lead, especially in the swing states. Then Donald Trump somehow got the momentum back, and as always happens so close before Election Day, the numbers have been tightening. You know, presidential election in the United States is not one election, not one national election. We have 50 states plus the District of Columbia, and in all of these states there is a presidential election, and the final result will be by adding up the numbers coming from those states. And then every state has electoral voters. There's an electoral college. That's not a university, but it's a thing that the framers of the Constitution put between the office and the people. So the people vote for a president, but then in each state, depending on the size of the population, each state has a certain number of electors. And then who has the biggest number of electors at the end of the day, at the end of the night, will be the winner. Right now there are 538 electors across the country, and you need to win 270. That's the rule. And right now there are seven states that we call swing states. Because most states in America, they always vote the same. There are states like California or Oregon or Washington or New York, who always vote Democratic. And then there are states in the South, Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, who always vote for the Republicans. Now there are swing states. These states tend to vote either way. One year they vote for the Democrats, another year they vote for the Republicans. And these are the battleground states. This is where the fight will be won at the end of the night. Now, what are these swing states? There are 7 of them. 3 of them are in the north: Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. 2 of them are in the southeast: Georgia and North Carolina. 2 are in the far west: Nevada and Arizona. All of them, except North Carolina, were won by Joe Biden. That's why he is president today. And in all of these swing states, the polls are very, very tight. We don't know who is going to make it. It's well within the margin of error. Now, Trump has the vibes, he has the momentum going, but Kamala Harris has the most plausible path to victory. She needs 270. If she wins the old blue wall states that usually tend to vote Democratic, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, if she wins these 3 states, that takes her to 269. Now we need one more electoral vote. Where does that vote come from? Nebraska. Nebraska, a ruby red state, usually voting Republican every turn, but it has a different system. It's not like in all the other states where the winner takes all the electoral votes. Nebraska splits the votes based on congressional districts. So there's one district, basically the area around Omaha, the state capital, that always very often votes Democratic. And if this vote goes to Kamala Harris. That puts her over the top at 270. Now, there are multiple paths for Kamala Harris to win. There are multiple paths for Donald Trump to win. But this is the easiest way of both candidates. But you see, Pennsylvania is the most contested because both candidates absolutely need Pennsylvania to win. Now, who is going to win at the end of the day? We'll know for certain next week.